Hello everyone, excited that you could join us today on this channel where we talk about everything about styling your hair, everything about protective hairstyles. We talk about how to take care of your hair, how to grow, what are the oils you need to use, and everything related to 4C hair. So I'm quite excited, and today I have an interesting topic that I think we need to discuss. No one is bold enough to talk about 4C hair and mental health. So do you ever look at your hair and feel, oh my god, is this shrinkage or is it emotional damage? Why does it look like this? In Kenya here we have something we call ugali. It's maize meal that is mashed, and so you feel like your hair looks literally like ugali, because it's very thick, cannot run your fingers through it. And so I feel you, 4C hair can really feel tiring. You've seen so many content creators sometimes say, let me just stop shooting these things.
At this point, I'm tired of my natural hair. I decided to go natural because relaxer is very bad for my hair. When I say bad, like I mean bad. But my hair is so thick and it's so hard to manage. When it was shorter, salons used to reject me because of how thick my hair is. Which is a bad thing, yeah, but honestly, I don't blame them. I can't enjoy my hair whenever it's not braided. Like I always have to keep it in protective styling all the time. And I really want to start enjoying my hair. And I still can't decide if I should do a keratin treatment or relax my hair. Which of them should I go for? Keratin treatment or relax? And leaving my hair in high puff makes my hair lose its moisture, and my hair is already thick. I don't need more problems. I still like my afro, yeah, but I just want it to be easier to manage. And
to do with 4C hair, maybe because you're tired on just keeping on showing that hair every single time, and I know it can get detrimental to our health, and sometimes no one really talks about that struggle.
My hair journey has been a really sad one. Making hair has never been easy for me. As you can see, my natural hair is very thick and full. This is what so many hairdressers call stubborn natural hair. They really do not like working with it at all. One time in primary school, I got so frustrated when I was making my hair. I told the woman to please loosen it, and as soon as she loosened it, I cut it off. Yes, I chopped my own hair myself. My mommy was so angry because
no one talks about how you have to sleep with a certain bonnet. No one talks about how you have to sleep with the 3-strand knots maybe sometimes. No one talks about how you have to do wigs, and there's a lot of things that even as you grew up, you knew about 4C hair that you still believe to this date. And that's why I did a video here about the myths on the 4C hair. There's a lot of mental stress that goes on with the 4C hair, and that's why today I have decided to talk about that mental health, what happens really. I'll do this video in parts. I'll have 4 specific parts that we are talking about, so stick around for the last part because it's an interesting part that I would want even to hear from you what you think about it. So part 1 is childhood roots. The childhood roots. Remember when we were growing up, our first, or rather even my first interaction with our hair was pain. And I remember the many times I would go to a salon and the salonist is like, oh god, your hair is too tough, your hair is too messy, your hair is too hard. That auntie just tells you, keep your head still, you need to have your head still, you're crying. I remember there's a time I went to a salon. There's this lady that had taken me there. The salonist was just trying to pull my hair, just doing the dry, blow dry. Your hair is very dry and they're still trying to just blow dry it. And I remember the pain. I remember crying. I'm there crying. There's a lot of pain on this hair, and I went home that day and I told my mom, can I just cut off this hair? Because to be very honest, why should I have such hair that is stressing me like that? I am a child, for crying out loud. What's the essence of me having this hair, And that is part of the childhood trauma that most of us went through. And no one talks about how that grows, affecting you, and you would realize that most of us, even as we grow older, then we just want nothing to do with this hair. Either we just want to do a protective hairstyle for you to remain in it so that it is covered and you're not seeing that hair at any given time, or rather you just want a wig, you just cover that hair up. Even as we grow older, I remember, like for me, when I went to high school, I just said that now I want to do chemical on my hair, that is relax my hair, because I was not able to continue dealing with this hair. I felt that this was a lot of work. Why should I struggle? There's an easy way out, relaxing your hair. And that journey has gone with me, and I felt that it was easier throughout campus life. Until recently, that's when I decided, no, I need to learn. This is my ancestral hair that I was given by God. It's beautiful even without adding the chemicals in it. What do I need to do to this hair? So yes, that's part one. And please comment on the comment section and tell me, what is that experience for you in terms of childhood? How was it? Is it as bad as my childhood was? Part two is, now as you're growing older, there's the hair policing and the pressure to conform. You know, the pressure for you to feel like you need to have neater hair. I remember one time I wanted to go for an interview, and my hair, I felt my hair was looking beautiful, but I remember this other person telling me that no, you need to straighten it. Just because you're going for an interview, you need to look all kept. You know, our hair, because it's much and it's more of an afro, and people keep on telling you that it is not beautiful, it is not neat to say. Workplaces feel that this natural hair is very unprofessional. Another one feels like you'd look neater if you had a wig that is more straight, or even if it's curly, it looks all kept, because your hair will look like it's not the beautiful type, which is the straight type. But really, this is mental health. It is still detrimental to our health. No one talks about that pressure that you feel. You always want to straighten your hair so that you're feeling some type of way. No one talks about how you want to just do the braids like this so that you're feeling all kept. You know, you don't want to do an afro because there will be that notion of you're not cute, you know. And so it is still mental health. You still have, it's not only, the talk is not only about our hair, it's still about our mental health, especially as an African woman, that you try to have great hair, to have long, thick, beautiful hair, but the society feels that it doesn't look good, you know. And so I feel that there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. In a lot of education needs to be told to people, a lot of knowledge, and people like me just talking about it, it really affects us. Why can't we talk about it, you know? So that is part two. So part three, and this is very common, is that burnout is real. And I started by saying that hair can feel stressful, especially 4C hair. Taking care of 4C hair can actually feel very, very stressful. Let's be real. If today I wanted to do a wash and go for my hair, just today, it will, let's say I'm not in braids, for instance, it will take me almost an hour or even 2 hours plus for me to get ready, you know. Before I even go to the bathroom, I'm doing a pre-poo for my hair. After I've done the pre-poo and made sure that my hair is well detangled, I am going into that shower, and I have to have the right shampoo. First of all, I have to make sure that it is fully wet, you know. And then number two, after the hair is fully wet, the shampoo that I am using is perfect. And then even when I want the curls, I have to do maybe some type of twist outs that I have to get the curls out of them, you know. And the following morning, maybe it doesn't even look like you did anything on that hair. It's very funny, it's very dramatic, it's just, I don't know. 4C hair can really embarrass you. It can really make you feel like, oh my god, what is this now? Why are we playing games? I thought we are friends. Why are we playing games? So 4C hair really can cause a lot of burnout. It's you trying to do your edges. By the time it's 4 o'clock, those edges are looking something else. The people with 4C hair majorly are the people that are always doing the protective hairstyles. And to be honest, it can be tiring. And that is not weakness, my dear people. It is not. It is actually being bold and saying, yes, my hair, I am feeling tired right now. I don't want to work with you. I'll do a protective hairstyle so that I am not keeping on burning out. And you need that. You need that once in a while. Once you feel tired, please take that break. Take the break and you will be fine when you come back. We will be here, we'll be rooting for you, and it just doesn't make you a less natural person. It doesn't make you less natural, it just makes you human. So just take your time, because burnout is real, stress is real with this type of hair. Okay? Yay! So we are now to the last part. Part 4 is natural hair in itself can be self-care. It's not all bad, it's not all, oh no, burnout, you know. Natural hair is actually self-care. Everything is not lost. Remember, as you're taking care of your hair, it teaches you patience, it teaches you self-care, acceptance. It just teaches you to love yourself more, you know. And so we can look at it differently. Wash day becomes therapy for you. Moisturizing becomes like meditation for you. Every twist out that you're doing, it feels like you're telling yourself, I love me for who I am. You know, you're beautiful the way you are. I have those moments where as I'm doing my hair, I'm like, I love this hair. I love how thick it feels. Look at how my hair looks. Very, very thick. I love my hair, guys. Anyway, so I just massaged it in. I took my time with my hair. I always take my time with them. I love doing the braids on it. It's so beautiful. It comes out so beautiful. There are a lot of styles that I can do with this hair, you know. It is more of self-care. And so I'll say this as I conclude this video. It doesn't need to feel like a toil. 4C hair is not about just the curls and the coils. It's about emotions, about your identity. It's about healing, you know. And so every single time you feel like you want to give up, remember you're not alone. Every other person feels like that once in a while. I feel like I want to give up on this hair once in a while, but then I remember how beautiful this hair is once it's all done, and I stop giving up, you know. And so you're not alone. Do not feel shame for feeling the way you're feeling. Do not feel shame for wearing a wig when you want to. Do not feel shame for doing the protective hairstyles and hiding that hair for a month or so, as long as you're washing it. Do not feel bad about it. Know that you're beautiful the way you are. Your hair is your identity. It is your crown. You shine with it. So drop a comment on the comment section. Tell me, what are the mental struggles that you've gone through and how do you deal with them? How do you cope with them? Let's learn from each other. Thank you so much for watching. I am linking a video here on the truths about natural hair, and I'm also linking another video here, then what are the myths about the natural hair. See you next time. Bye bye. Kisses.